All right, so here we are at FantomWorks. Good afternoon. It's Friday. That's one of the many signs that no one can read because people just blast right by it, where it says employees only. So it's Friday afternoon, and I thought I'd walk you guys around the shop. And Audrey wants to be on video, and so I brought the camera out, and she ran away. So you all need to bust her chops with your feedback on that, because I was going to show you something. So this is a 1951 MGTD, and what we've been doing is this vehicle was in rough shape paint-wise, and like this fender was in really horrible shape. We spent a lot of time sanding it, and I'm going to show you a repair that's going on. You can see this right now. So that repair you can see. So what I'm going to do is come Monday or Tuesday, when we finish this up and get ready to deliver this vehicle, I'll show you what the repaired areas look like, and you can decide if it actually worked. Okay, so Audrey ran away, but she came back. Oh, by the way, the first person to guess what she did this last weekend, let's see, they get, what do they get from you? A smile?
That's asking.
That's asking a lot, yeah, because she doesn't smile much. So right now, Audrey's prepping a few areas because, like, there is a scratch. It's a little hard to see. So this is a, 50-year-old paint job, and what we're attempting to do is sort of bring that paint job back. So what do you think? This is your first time using an airbrush. What do you think?
That's
all right, we're going to show everybody how it's done. So go ahead and here. Go ahead and take care of that.
I was going to say, what can you see on
this? Yeah, let's see. All right, it's a little tough to see in this video. See how obviously the scratch is filling in. So this is just one of it. No, Audrey did not get married this weekend. That is incorrect. She stayed at your house. No, she didn't. Got her driver's license. Audrey will drive illegally for the rest of her life. So no, she didn't do that either. Hang on, let's see. She got, no, already guessed. Trevor, what happened to our TV show? I quit the TV show. Yeah, and you can only lose so much money on something before you have to quit. She did not get engaged. Come on, I just showed you a picture of her, and you should be able to see in the picture. What are you guys doing besides screwing off?
Getting windows back in the...
Is that window fitting now?
No,
the window fits, but we figured out the issue.
What's the issue?
It's this track right here sits too far away when you get it in there. It's way up here, and the back of the window touches it when you get to the top.
Okay.
So we're going to try and... We're going to look and see... Well,
what are you going to try and do? Wait a second. What are you going to try and do?
Maybe get that guy flat right there instead of having that offset?
Nope. It's supposed to have the offset.
Okay.
So we're not going to modify... Remember, two wrongs don't make a right, right?
That's correct, sir.
So don't make one... If one part is wrong, and don't make the other part wrong to match it. All right, so those guys are working. Oh, hang on. Let me see what Chris is doing, because this car is coming along now. You guys have seen this car a few times. By the way, the next time you see it, hopefully there will be a third tail light there, just like from the 70s. So Chris doesn't know it. So Chris is doing the assembly on it right now. But Chris, you haven't seen, come here, I got to show you something. So we just got a new tail light panel, and Chris is going to go, well, how the... Do you expect me to do that when I tell him what we're going to do? But this is a piece of a 1963 Corvette right here. So this beat up piece of junk is going to be chopped apart to put the third taillight into the 63. Now, what is special about the 63 Corvette you're working on?
Oh, it's a one of one with, it's a Fuelie with factory air.
Yeah. Now, I want you guys to do your research and tell me how many Fuelies with factory air GM made. And so what you've got here is Fuelie. Now it's dirty in here because there's dust everywhere, so I don't want to hear any crap about how dirty it is, because it is dirty. But there is the factory air setup in the car, the factory fuel injection, and all of it is getting tucked. So there's our top register for the air conditioning. You can see the right factory vent is already in place. That's a special adaptation that's to make this car. It'll be the only fuelie in the world that'll run on 87 octane ethanol gas. So pretty special car. All right. What are you doing to the panel truck? Which panel truck? Be more. Compressor is huge. Yep, it's a stock compressor for a 1963 fuelie. So next time you see this car, it'll have 6 taillights on it. Why? Because they did it in the 70s and it was badass, and it's actually one of the few modifications I really like. So Chris is putting that car together and having a lot of fun. Now, we're going to walk into the back because I told you all we're building co-videocracy. Well, we're going to go say hi to Johnny here real quick because it is a nice day here in Norfolk. So let's see if... Did you ever have that vet giveaway? We're still finishing it up. Believe it or not, there are parts for it I haven't been able to get. We're probably 85% done. I've been waiting for some parts for 12 months, 13 months. So this is Johnny. What are you doing on the airplane, Johnny?
Well, I'm still getting these exhaust nuts off.
Okay.
So it's just a real nuisance. And so I'm still working on the same thing.
All right. So
Just blend this off a little bit to get this.
Oh, okay. So
The other one, I've got a wrench to fit. This one's obviously is fine. I mean, get right to it. So that's what I've been doing.
yeah, what year is this airplane?
1943.
1943.
Same year I was born.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, that's why I put 643. It's
Oh, okay. All right.
June
So
6,
so June 6, 43. Yeah. So what was going on in 1943? Something rather important. Okay, how many of you out there in Facebook land know what was happening in 1943?
oh, you gotta know.
Hang on.
World War II.
Hang on. So, yeah, of course it was World War II. Nobody has said that yet. Do
You got
we-
some young
Oh,
viewers, huh?
yeah, we got some young viewers. So yes, this airplane was made during 1943, and it was made while World War II was still raging, and of course, it was a trainer for the guys that would go out and ultimately fly. Actually, guys and gals, for those of you who don't know it, it was the women that did most of the transport of the aircraft from the factory to the airfields. And then, of course, in World War II in 1943, only men could be pilots in combat aircraft. So the guys that then learned how to fly that Stearman went on to fly things like Mustangs and all sorts of other aircraft. Oh, we're running late here because they have already left the building. So here's the co-videocracy building. You can see the girders are all turning brown. The ceiling is turning blue. And in less than 60 days, we will have this room filled with survival equipment, things that, well, that I think you need to survive in today's economy, because quite honestly, surviving in today's economy ain't easy. I'm pretty sure food shortages are on the way. We're already seeing part shortages. We're seeing everything else shortages. So we're going to start dealing in processing food.
Cool.
What you doing here, Davey?
I am wiring in a shift indicator light for this digital shift indicator light for the Dakota digital system.
Okay, so this is a 1955 Bel Air, and this is the very, very last thing we have to do is get a shift indicator wired in. And the reason we need a shift indicator is because in 1955, this car was manufactured with a 2-speed automatic. It is leaving here with a 4-speed automatic, and so the Prendle doesn't line up. And we have done a lot of work, and we've even got the correct Prendle. We had a custom Prendle made. The problem is the needle doesn't like to move to match the Prendle. So we're going to put a digital indicator in it and still have a Prendle. It just won't be a super accurate Prendle. You're supposed to be airbrushing up front. What are you doing?
Moving the cars.
Moving why?
Because we gotta bring in the white whale.
Oh, wait a second. Rusty. Okay, so for those of you who've seen the movie Cars, there's a company called Rust Ease, and that should be used on that car. So, yes, the car is dusty, we know that. Hang on, we're gonna watch Audrey crash. Let's make her nervous. Are you nervous? What? Okay, go ahead, hang on. Just kick the gas, kick it down.
Kick what down?
Okay, start it up.
I'm not doing this on Facebook Live.
Okay, She is not doing this on Facebook Live. I've been giving my marching orders. Where's Chris? Is Chris already left, or is he out with the Rusty? Oh, okay. Chris is out pulling in the white whale. So I'll move that car in a minute. I'm going to go say hi to Chris. All right, so 1943, all right, first year for the zinc US cent. That might have been, and why was there a zinc US penny? Of course, we were trying to save copper for the war effort for making bullets. The thing that Audrey did, for those of you, at least I haven't seen anybody guess it, although one of you might, is she was a blonde last week. She is no longer a blonde. And Chris was a blonde too. Did you dye your hair too this last weekend? You and Audrey go out and have your hair dyed together? No? Okay. So this is a car that Chris has just... Chris, did you paint this car? No? So this car came in here, and I want you guys to decide whether this car should get built. This is a 1969 Chevy Bel Air. Unfortunately, you can see there's just a little bit of rust and corrosion. We've actually got some gaping holes in it. But it is an original, something like 65,000 mile car. So, I think, you know, I've tried to talk the owner out of building it, but the owner's hell-bent to leather on building it. And so you guys let me know, you know, should we build it? And I'm going to let the owner know that, hey, the Facebook crowd says you should or shouldn't do it. Okay, so Chris moved it. And so what was wrong with it? That's what I tried to get her to kick it down. She's like, I'm not doing this on Facebook.
You want to fight on Facebook Live? We'll fight on Facebook Live.
Okay. Apparently I'm picking a fight on Facebook Live. All right, so I started the video a little too late, and too many of the folks have already started drinking beer. It is, after all, Friday. So let's see. Anything exciting we want to talk about? Anything you want to talk about?
It was Chemie Day this week.
Oh, it was. It was April 26th, which is 4/26, and in honor of that, Audrey killed a chicken, but not on purpose. It wasn't on purpose that she killed my little baby chicken.
Kill the chicken.
Hang on, did we hand you a live chicken?
Nobody handed me a live
Did we hand you a live chicken on Hemi Day?
No.
We handed Audrey a live chicken, and she handed me back a dead chicken like 4 hours later.
I did not kill a chicken, everybody.
I'm not going to say she killed it. I'm just going to say it was alive when she got it. It was dead when I got it back. So, you know.
Tell everybody I did that.
So, you know, hey, let me ask you, Christina, if I gave Audrey a live chicken on Hemi Day and she gave me back a dead chicken 4 hours later,
Baby chicken.
would
I
you...
cried. She hugged me.
Would you say that she... So do you think she killed the chicken, or did it just die in her possession? What do you think?
Honestly, Dan, I think it just died in her possession.
Okay, so we're going to let you go because another female backs you up. By the way, we have determined at FantomWorks what is the best way to compete and win in women's sports. Come on, say it, say it. What do you do? How do you compete in women's sports these days? Josh? Get yourself a penis and you can compete in women's sports these days. So, you know, we are figuring out all these things at FantomWorks. We know how to build cars, we are working on survival equipment, and we know how to win in sports. Now, Audrey at that has left because apparently she didn't like that comment. I'm not sure why. So, folks, you go out and have a great weekend. It's gorgeous here in Virginia, and I got to tell you, Virginia's become God's country. Again, it's actually a really great state. So, folks, I hope you all are having a good weekend. And start it now. It's time to pop a beer and enjoy your weekend. And let me just say hi to the most beautiful woman in the world. This lady happens to be my wife. She is stunningly gorgeous, has been since the day I met her. I fell in love with her the day I met her, and for some reason she stuck with me. What would you like to say to everyone just out there, you know, wishing you the best?
Have a wonderful weekend. It should be great.
Okay. A woman of many words. All right, folks, thanks so much, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.